Hello viewers, this is Health Nibble number 68, and it's on, we're going to go over tonight we're going to go, excuse me, it's kind of late, my brain's a little fried, but so through the week I'm going to go through 7 benefits of fasting, and tonight I'm going to go through one, and the reason we're doing that is next Sunday Aaron and I will be doing a 5-day, we've decided today that we're going to do a water fast, which is only water, and you guys are welcome to do that with us. A couple things you will need to do it right is a keto mojo, so it's a ketone and glucose meter, and maybe later in the week we'll cover how to use that, and definitely as we fast, Erin may start, Sunday, or her last meal will be Saturday night. I may eat once on Sunday because I have a hockey game. So, if I'm going a full day without food and then playing hockey, Monday at work might be a little struggle. So I might just start a little later than Erin. So anyway, stay tuned for that stuff. So getting a keto mojo, another good starting tip would be trying to get your body a little bit adapted. And you don't have to do all 5 days. You could even do a partial fast or a broth fast, where you just have like organic bone broth. However you want to do it. We may touch on all of those things. But one thing that would help your body starting to get fat adapted, so it will burn fat, is just start intermittent fasting. So you intermittent fast by, shortening your eating window to maybe 6. I mean, my eating window is usually about 6 hours. Even if you shortened it to 8 or 10 hours, and just keep shortening it, where you just eat 2 meals in that short period of time and then don't have anything after that. That'll kind of prepare your body to go multiple days without food. So anyway, and you can always quit and eat, and then if you struggle with it, because if you're in a really sugar burning / fat storing state, it's going to be harder for you to fast at first. And I mean, that's part of our healing strategies, and we coach on that. So anyway, our first benefit is called autophagy. So there was a guy, it's like Osumi or something like that. He was the 2016 Nobel Peace Prize winner in the category of physiology and medicine, and he did his work. He was actually competing with Walter Longo, who I is tied with my doctor group a little more. So they with this work on autophagy, so fasting and autophagy. And autophagy is really interesting. We've always said your God-given genetics are really smart, and when you look at our hunter-gatherer ancestors, they would go through feast-famine cycles. And in the famine cycles, they would be fasting for weeks. And when the body does that, that's kind of a time for it to clean up. It's not doing like the big growth and muscle gain and things like that. But what it does is the body, the innate intelligence, can target damaged material, damaged mitochondria, cancer cells, immune cells that are overreacting, like autoimmune cells, and it gobbles all those up. It gets the bad stuff first, and then after a while you start stimulating stem cells. So these are naive cells that haven't been differentiated yet, and so when they become immune cells, they're appropriately reactive rather than overreactive like you get with autoimmunity. And studies show that 95% of the population has some sort of autoimmunity, even if it's low level, like little skin stuff, eczema, a little bit of psoriasis here and there. I know I do. And I've actually experienced that, where you have some skin lesions and then you go into a fast and they go away. Weird lumps, and so the body will gobble up all that bad tissue. So and then there's a Dr. Seyfried who's moving people into this state and curing cancer. He's used to be a traditional oncologist, and now he's doing it with nutrition and some other therapies too. But anyway, some really amazing stuff. It's free. It's a great way to downregulate autoimmunity because of that. Some of the critics of fasting say, hey, it lowers the immunity. We see those immunoglobulins lower. And clinically, it didn't make any sense because we see all these downregulation of autoimmune disease and people get healthier clinically, but you're seeing these white blood cell counts go down. And this later research, we're seeing that it's because of the autophagy. So it's gobbling, the body's eating up all the overreactive white blood cells, producing stem cells, then to produce new white blood cells that aren't so overreactive. So anyway, autophagy is a major benefit to fasting, and if you want to join us, let us know that you're interested. We'll be covering some of the other benefits throughout the week, maybe giving you some pointers to prepare. Remember, you can start intermittent fasting now, and that'll really help you if you decide to do a block fast, whether it be 1 day or 5 days or whatever the case might be. So that's your health nibble.